Hi everyone, my name is Maria Recupero. Welcome to Move Everywhere Ryerson. I'm going to be guiding the yoga class today for the next 45 minutes. So just check in with yourselves, make sure that you have a mat and a prop if you know you like using props during your practice. So that could be either a yoga block, a thick book, or a pillow, maybe a strap or a long towel. Whatever you find works best for you. And if you don't have these props, don't worry, you'll be able to still participate in the class. One other mini announcement, if I can. You have the option to keep your video on or off, whatever you're comfortable with, okay? And otherwise, let's begin. So let's start on our backs. Have your feet on the mat, bend your knees. Take your hands back and slowly maybe scooch your glutes a little closer to your heels. Come all the way down to your back. Take a moment here and settle in. Find a comfortable foot placement. Maybe walk the feet mat distance apart and allow your knees to fall back into center. If it's comfortable, you can close your eyes or just keep a soft gaze. With your left hand, place that over your heart, your right hand somewhere on your belly. If you prefer, you can keep your hands on the mat, arms either side of your torso. Find a place where you can settle in and just start to become familiar with your surroundings. So taking a moment to notice the temperature in the room, how it feels against your skin, taking stock of the sounds, the noises, maybe tuning into some of the vibrations in the room. And just take a moment to check in with yourselves. Just notice how you're feeling on this day. Every day is different. So maybe take a body scan from head to toe and from your toes all the way back up to your head. And without overthinking it, just notice what it is that you're feeling at this moment, this hour. And if there are any areas that require a little more attention, then just keeping those in mind throughout your practice today. As a reminder, just remember to always be kind to yourselves. And so what I mean by that is giving yourself permission to maybe take a break or not participate in a particular pose if it's just not working for you. Take an extra moment here, pay attention to your breath. Resisting the urge to try to change it or manipulate it in any way, just notice. Notice the natural rise and fall of your inhales and exhales. Notice perhaps how your chest or your belly fill the space underneath your hands. If your hands are in fact placed somewhere on your torso or belly. And just allow the breath to caress you in and out through the nose or mouth. And now from this place, wherever you are, exhale all your air. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or mouth, whatever makes sense. And feel free to make noise. Exhaling with a sigh, perhaps. Again, inhale, fill the hands with the belly and the chest. Exhale, let it all go. Last one, inhale and exhale. Come back to regular breathing. Maybe lifting the gaze if the eyes are closed. Separate the knees, heel toe the feet back in. Inhale, reach the arms over the head. On the exhale, extend the right leg out to straight and then the left. And pause, let the body be limp. Once again, inhale, big reach of the arms and the toes. Exhale, release. Next, inhale, reach. On the exhale, take the arms over to the right side. Exhale here and pause. Make sure that left shoulder stays on the mat. Inhale, walk the feet over to the right side. Exhale, pause. So now your body's in a banana shape. Check in, make sure that left hip stays on the mat. Shoulders on the mat. Try as best you can to relax the neck. And if you like, you can cross your left ankle over the right, creating gentle resistance between the outer edges of the feet. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. If the ankles are crossed, uncross them now. Inhale, bring everything back to center. Move at your own pace. Exhale here. Inhale, let's take the arms over to the left side this time. Again, be mindful to keep that the right shoulder blade down onto the mat. Exhale. Inhale, walking the legs over to the left. Exhale, pause here. These don't have to be big movements, just enough so that you're feeling some kind of deepening sensation, maybe a stretch somewhere along the side body, maybe you feel it somewhere else. If you want to take it further, feel free to cross the right ankle over the left. Pause and now breathe. Inhale, reach the right side body out to the side. Exhale, find release. Two more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, relax the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale, uncross the ankles, pause. Next breath in and out, come back to center and just allow all the limbs to be limp. Step onto the mat with your feet, roll over onto one side and gently press yourself up to seated. All right, coming into a comfortable seated posture, maybe cross-legged. If this isn't working for you, you have the option to bring the outer edges of the feet together, coming into a wide diamond shape. Last option is extend your legs out straight, whatever works for you. The important thing here is be comfortable. If your legs are crossed, whichever way you cross them, take a moment, lean back, cross them the other way. Might feel a bit awkward, but it's good to change things up every now and then. Okay, from here, inhale, reach the arms up. On the exhale, we're going to bring the right hand to the mat. Left arm reaches over to the right side. Exhale here. So allow yourself to arrive. Once you're here, send that left shoulder blade down your back. Keep rooting that left sit bone down onto the mat. Draw the low belly in and reach out to the left side with the left side body. Once you're there, focus on the breath and as best you can, relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Next, inhale, reach up to come up. Exhale here. Nice work, everyone. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Right arm reaches over to the left side. Once again, just like we did on the right side, allow yourself to arrive. Once you're there, check in with all those principles. Make space for your neck by dropping that right shoulder blade down. Root down through the right sit bone, keep the integrity in the low belly, and reach out to the right side from the right side body. Focus on your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Inhale, come on up. Exhale here. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, coming into a gentle spinal twist. So turning the chest to the right fingers come behind you for support. Lift up out of your low back. Option here to have the left hand on the ankle or the shin in front of you, or bring it over to the right knee. From this place, inhale, lift up. Exhale, option to turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last one, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, come back to center, exhale here, other side, inhale, reach the arms up, exhale, twisting to the left again, finding that comfortable hand placement. Imagine there's a string at the top of your head, reaching up toward the ceiling, but at the same time you're rooting down through those sit bones. Breathe easy, relax the shoulders, inhale, exhale. Only if it's comfortable for your neck, turn your gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, last one, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, come back to center, exhale here. Very nice. All right, shifting now to tabletop. Coming onto your hands and knees, be on the tops of your feet, making sure that your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. Keep the integrity in your belly, keep the back flat. Just a reminder here, at any time, if you need to take a break, take a water break, by all means, that is available to you. You don't need to wait for my cue, okay? From here, we're gonna come into cat-cow posture. So inhale, drop the belly to the mat, send the tailbone high, maybe take your gaze up, have the shoulder blades come toward one another. Exhale, push down through the palms, drop the head, tuck the tailbone under, reach the mid back up toward the sky. Keep it going. Inhale, palms down and back towards your knees. Exhale, coming into cat pose. All right, move at your own pace. It doesn't matter if we're all in different places here. Just let your breath be your guide. So every inhale, you're coming up, looking up. Exhale, you're drawing everything in. And if your breath is the opposite, don't worry about it. There are no rules. The most important thing is that you're breathing. Okay, if you want to hang out in a certain posture a little bit longer, maybe cat pose feels good, get a deeper reach, deeper stretch, by all means. Checking in, noticing, recognizing what it is that you need, honoring it, being kind to yourself. As you come into cow pose, remember shoulder blades are reaching for one another. Exhale, now make space between those shoulder blades. Take one more round wherever you are, stretching out the spine. And then we'll all meet in tabletop. Very nice. Inhale, step the right foot out to the side. Make sure the entire sole of the right foot is on the mat. Pause here. Breathe. Now, pressing down firmly through the outer edge of that right foot, activate the inner right thigh. Breathe. Reach the crown of the head forward. Send the tailbone back behind you. Keep the integrity always in the low belly. Breathe. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, take the foot back in. Other side. Inhale, step the left foot out to the side. Exhale, pause here. Same thing, make sure the entire sole of the foot is on the mat. Root down through the outer edge of that foot, activating the inner left thigh. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, last one. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, step the foot back in. All right, we're gonna build on these postures. Inhale, right leg steps out once again. Exhale here. Inhale, lean into the left hand, slightly lean to the left side as you pick up the right foot, and now bring the leg all the way behind you. Squeeze that right glute, make it work, and now from here we're gonna bend the right knee, keep the right foot flexed. Inhale, exhale, push yourself away from the mat. Inhale, exhale, last one. Inhale and exhale. Pause, keep everything the same. From here, we're gonna come into micro lifts. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Every time you lift, squeeze the glute, exhale, lower. Keep it going. And as you do this, make sure that that thigh doesn't drop below your hip, okay? So slow movements, always better, a little more challenging. So move at your own pace and activate that glute. Make it work for you. Lots of muscle there. Take one more breath. Inhale and full exhale, pause. Straighten the leg, swing it back around over to the side. Plant the foot back down. Full exhale here, and then come back to tabletop. Now we're going to do the other side. I'm just going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing. Inhale, step the left foot out to the side. Exhale, pause, just like we did the last time. So the entire sole of the foot is there. Breathe. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, swing it back behind you. Pause, breathe, keep reaching that left heel behind you, and now bend the knee. Take a moment, think about squeezing the inner thighs together even though they're apart. Stay with your breath, try and relax the shoulders as best you can. Now from here, as you gently press down through the top of the right foot, we're going to come into micro lifts. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Keep it going. Remember, always move at your own pace. If any of my cues are just not working for you, let it go. Just forget about it, okay? Every time you lift, option to squeeze that glute. Make it work for you. Slow and steady with your movements. Focus on your breath. Take one more inhale and full exhale, and then pause. Straighten the leg once again, and then swing it back out to the side. Plant the foot down. Full exhale here. Let it go. Come back to tabletop. Walk the hands forward. Shift back. Child's pose. I'm going to give you a couple of options here. So your knees can be together, or you can keep the toes together, knees apart. Allow yourself to sink down, maybe the forehead on the mat, or you can use a prop if you prefer to have a little more height. The other option, if child's pose isn't working for you, stay on your knees, walk the hands forward, forearms come down, coming into puppy dog pose. Wherever you are, take a few moments, breathe it in, breathe it out. Slowing down the breath, letting go, focusing inward. Inhale, exhale. All right, wherever you are, on your next inhale, rise up back to tabletop. Exhale here. Walk the hands forward, curl the toes under. Inhale, pick yourself up, downward facing dog. Do whatever you need to do here to settle into this posture. So maybe pedaling out the feet. If it feels good, maybe just swing the hips from side to side. Make sure the head is heavy. All right, release all the muscles in your neck. Maybe give yourself a little nod of the head, yes, no. Check in, notice your hand placements. Make sure the hands are at least shoulder width apart, maybe even a little wider. Fingers are spread. Breathe. Maybe the hardest part here is aiming to relax the tops of the shoulders. Breathe. Now find stillness. Root that pinky toe down onto the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Wherever you are, aim to find some softness, some release in the low back. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Bend the knees. Look to the hands. Step. Walk forward. Take your time. Exhale. Fold. Pause here. Have a slight bend or a deep bend in the knees. Take an extra breath here. Allow the upper body to be completely heavy. Next inhale, slowly start to roll up. Take your time. Maybe move even slower than you think. Tucking the tailbone under, rounding the back. Head is the last thing to lift. Keep breathing. Notice what you're feeling along the spinal column. And coming to stand. Very nice, everyone. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold, hinging at the hips. Bend your knees as much as is necessary to come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, back is flat. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, right foot, then left, pausing in plank. Press the heels back, reach the crown of the head forward, tuck the tailbone under, push yourself away from the mat and fill the space between your shoulder blades. Think about your wrists and the toes tracking toward one another. Shaking is allowed. Breathe. From here, we're going to come down to our knees and the tops of our feet. Keep the hips low, so we don't want to be in tabletop. Hips are low. Elbows in, shoulder blades down the back. Start to lower. Keep the integrity in the belly. Lower down, slower than you think. It's a lot of work. Coming all the way down to the belly, press into the tops of the feet, root the pelvic bone down into the mat, take your fingertips out to the side. Inhale, wave the spine up, head is the last thing to lift. Exhale, lower. Keep breathing. Inhale, rise up, shoulder blades track toward one another, send the chest forward. Exhale, lower. Only come as far up as is comfortable for your low back. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hands come in, push up, tabletop. Exhale, we're back. Downward facing dog. Pedal up the feet, shake up the head. Remember, do whatever you need to do to settle in. Take one more round of breath. Full exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, look to the hands, step, walk, hop forward. Exhale, fold. Take an extra pause. When you're ready, inhale, slowly rise up. Exhale when you need. Keep breathing. Head always is the last thing to lift. All right, we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold, moving at your own pace. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank. Pause, find your plank. You don't have to be here long, but find the integrity of the posture. When you're ready, coming down to your knees or full pose from plank, if you choose, lower all the way down. Rooting that pelvic bone into the mat, fingertips out to the side. Inhale, come on up. Lift the head last. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, rise up. Maybe a little higher, only if it's available to you. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, lower. Notice how it feels along the spine. Inhale, hands come in, tabletop. Exhale, we're back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Every down dog is an opportunity to reconnect with your breath. You have the option to stay here in down dog or come into child's pose, your choice. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, bend the knees, look to the hands, step, walk, hop forward. Exhale, fold. Build in that pause. Inhale, rise up, take your time. Vertebra by vertebra, coming to stand. Last one. Inhale, reaching up, maybe at a little back bend here. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, back to plank. Pause, being mindful of your transitions, taking care to never rush through them. When you're ready, your version of Chaturanga, lower down. Elbows in. Inhale, rise up, fingertips out to the side, lift the head last. Exhale, lower. Inhale, wave up. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hands come in, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. Full exhale. Great time to take a drink of water if you need. Wherever you are, just keep breathing. That's it. This is where we're going to change things up a bit. Inhale, reach the right toes up nice and high. Exhale, bend that right knee. Take however many steps is necessary to bring that right foot forward. Maybe using your right hand to guide the foot forward. Once you're there, pivot the left heel down onto the mat. Make sure your anchor stays put, so keep rooting down through the outer edge. Next, inhale, strong legs, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, sink heavy into that front knee. Make sure that right knee doesn't go past your ankle, all right? So that knee also is pointing towards your pinky toe. Squeeze the left glute, send the tailbone down toward the mat, keep a soft gaze and look over your right hand. Notice where your shoulders are in space. There's a tendency for us to lean forward. Take it back, breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last one, inhale, and exhale. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, can you sink a little deeper into that front knee? Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, this time we're going to take the right forearm to the right thigh. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, option to stay here or reach the left arm over the head. Breathe. Check in. Notice what's happening with that left shoulder. Send it down your back. Keep the integrity in the belly and root down through the outer edge of that left foot. Breathe. 1, 2, and 3. Staying here for a few extra breaths. Option to reach the right arm out. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, cartwheel the arms forward and down. Pivot, square the hips, and then drag that right foot back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, left toes reach up. Exhale as you bend the knee. Take however many steps is necessary to step it forward. Take your time, no rush. All right, now once you're there, pivot the right heel down. Heel to arch alignment. When you're ready, inhale, rise up. Warrior two, left side. Exhale, sinking into that left knee if you choose, okay? Pause, reconnect with your breath. Activate that right glute, squeeze it, root down through the outer edge of that right foot. Notice the direction of that left knee. It wants to come in toward the center, directed toward the pinky toe. Breathe, check in with your shoulders. I know it's hard sometimes if you don't have a mirror around, but just notice if you're leaning forward, take your shoulders back, stack them over your waist. Keep breathing. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, pause. Only go as far back as is comfortable for your neck. And just because we're focused on bending backward, don't forget about that front knee because it wants to come back toward the center. Keep directing it toward your pinky toe. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Full exhale here. Taking the left forearm to the thigh. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, pausing here. Our option to reach the right arm over the head. You also have the option to keep the hand on the waist if that feels better, okay? Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, think external rotation of that left thigh. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale. Exhale. Few more breaths here, staying here, or extend the left arm out. 1, 2, legs are super strong, and 3. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Full exhale here, let it go. Inhale, cartwheel the arms forward and down. Pivot onto the right toe, squaring the hips, and then stepping or dragging that left heel back, downward facing dog. Let it go. You have the option to come into child's pose if you wish. Breathe. Inhale, bend the knees, look to the hands, step, walk, hop forward. Exhale, fold. Let the head be heavy. Take an extra pause here, extra breath. And then inhale, slowly rise up. Take your time. As always, head is the last thing to lift. Exhale here. Lovely. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, fold. Pause here, plant the hands, step back. Downward facing dog. Let it go. Inhale, bend the knees, look to the hands. Stepping forward once again, this time we're going to come to seated posture. Coming back down onto the mat. Extend the legs out to straight. Just take a moment, windshield wiper the feet. Maybe leaning back into the hands, bounce the legs. And then step the feet onto the mat. Have them about hip distance apart, maybe a little wider. And then from here, we're going to swing the knees over to the right side and pause. Let the legs be passive here, no effort. This alone, you may be feeling a bit of a stretch. Maybe you feel it in the left quad. Maybe you feel it deep within the hip flexor, the groin. Wherever you land, let it go. Let gravity do its work here. Staying here if you're feeling enough. Otherwise, you have the option to direct the left knee toward the right corner of the mat. Your glutes will lift, that's okay. Gently press down onto the mat with the inner left foot. So you're creating some resistance there. And then release, inhale, pick up the knees. Exhale, take the knees over to the left side this time. Pause, release, let the legs be super heavy. Staying here or direct the right knee to the left corner of the mat. Breathe, gentle resistance between the inner right foot and the mat. Doing your best to try and relax the shoulders. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, pick the knees up. Exhale here. All right, coming down onto our forearms. Scooch your glutes a little closer to your heels. Make your way all the way down onto the mat. Take a moment. Breathe in and out through the nose or mouth, keeping the eyes open. Or if you want to take a moment to close them, focusing on your breath, that's okay too. And now check in with your feet. Make sure that they are hip distance. Inhale, draw the right thigh into the chest and out to the side. Exhale, pause here. Allow a few moments for the right hip flexor to release. Let it be passive. So feel the right hip get heavy. And now flex the right foot and come into a figure four posture. Direct that right thigh away from you. Breathe. All right. Maybe this is enough. As you continue to move that right thigh forward, away from you, feel what you feel. Maybe you're feeling a deeper sensation in the hip, the groin. There's no right or wrong, but just notice what is happening for you. Option to stay here, or on the inhale, pick up the left foot. Exhale, right arm threads through the opening, clasping the fingers, holding on to the left hamstring. Both feet are flexed. Settle into your posture. Make sure the shoulders stay on the mat. Let your head be super heavy. No lifting of the head. The beauty of this posture, it's one of my favorites because you can decide how far you want to take it. Continue to direct that right thigh away from you. The closer you bring your left thigh to your chest, the deeper the sensation you're going to feel in the right hip. So you decide how far you want to take it. Breathe. Every day is different. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, you have the option to use the right elbow to direct that thigh forward. If you want even more of a deeper stretch, your choice. Wherever you are, relax the neck, relax the jaw. Breathe. And now from here, release the hands, unravel the legs, suspend them up into the air, and shake them out. Shake, 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 shake. And then lower. Inhale, left thigh draws into the chest, directed to the side. Pause, breathe, release in that left hip flexor. And then flex the left foot and come into a figure four posture. And as you do so, that left thigh moves away from you. And just like we did on the right side, maybe this is where you stay. Otherwise, inhale, picking up the right foot. Exhale, thread the left arm through the opening, clasping the hands, settling in. Keep both feet flexed. You decide how far you want to take it. So taking the right thigh closer to the chest is going to deepen the sensation. Notice what you feel, where you're feeling it, and wherever you're feeling tightness or tension, use the exhale to find a little more release, letting go of whatever you're holding on to. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, one more. Inhale and exhale. Release the hands, unravel the legs, shake, 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 shake. And then slowly, one at a time, or both at the same time, lower the limbs, the feet back down onto the mat. Inhale, reach the arms, shoulder height, palms press down onto the floor. Exhale here. Inhale, take the thighs over to the right side, gaze is to the left. Let this be a passive pose. Breathing in and out through the nose or mouth, whatever makes sense. Let the shoulders release, let the belly be soft, let the legs be heavy. Inhale, come back to center, exhale here. Inhale, knees over to the left side, gaze is to the right. Breathe. Option to close the eyes if that feels comforting, otherwise just keep a soft gaze. Release in the low back. Once again, legs are super heavy, shoulders completely at ease. And if they're not, maybe even just entertaining the thought of them being soft. Inhale, pick up the knees, exhale here. Inhale, right thigh draws into the chest, hold on to that right knee with the right hand, exhale here. Inhale, left side, keep the knees wide. Option to stay here or hook the arms behind the knees or come into happy baby's pose. Holding on to the outer shins, outer feet, inner feet, whatever makes sense. Breathe. Completely releasing in the low back. Rocking from side to side. Pausing in center. Send the tailbone down toward the mat. Focusing on your spine and aiming to release every single muscle that's there. All right, slowly, carefully release the hold of your limbs, whatever you're holding on to. Slowly lower them down. Pause. If you like, for the last time today, just windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Pausing in center and then extending the right leg out to straight and then the left. Allow the feet to splay, let them be heavy, pinky toes directing down toward the mat. Find your forefinger and thumb. Find the tops of your glutes and then push the tops of your glutes away from you. You might find you slide up your mat, that's okay, but the idea here is to create a little more length in the low back. And then having the arms rest alongside your body, palms up or down, whatever makes sense for you. Feel free to close the eyes or keep a soft gaze. Gently tuck the upper arms underneath you and make sure your chin comes closer to your chest. lengthening the cervical spine. Take one final body scan from head to toe and making a conscious effort to release every single muscle in your body. Releasing all the muscles in your face, especially the space between your eyebrows. Just soften there. Maybe separating your lips and letting your tongue be heavy. Let it fall behind your teeth. For the last time today, check in with your belly, deep, deep within the belly. Often, without even recognizing it, we're still holding, gripping, even when we are supine. See if you can tap into that area and find a little more release. Let everything go. Now start to deepen your breath. Move your fingers and your toes. If your eyes are closed, now's the time to lift your gaze. Inhale, big reach of the arms, point the toes. Exhale, release. Step onto your feet. Step onto your mat with your feet. Roll over onto your right side. Pause. Take an extra moment to check in. Notice what you're feeling throughout your body, what sensations are there. How does it feel? If it feels any different from the start of your practice. Not judging it, but just noticing. When you're ready, press yourself up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Sitting tall yet relaxed. Namaste.